Ladies and gentlemen, if you're over 50 and not walking every single day, you might be aging faster than you realize. Yes, you heard that right. Science has uncovered some truly astonishing truths about what walking can do for your body, your mind, and even your lifespan. But here's the catch. Not all walking is created equal. Do it wrong, and you could be wasting your time. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to reveal the most powerful way to walk for maximum benefits. And before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button, leave a comment below telling me how often you walk, and don't forget to subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me bring you more life-changing content like this. Now, let's get started. Walking slows down aging. Yes, really. Let's start with the big one. Walking can literally slow down the aging process. And I'm not just talking about how you feel. I'm talking about the very building blocks of your body, your cells. Scientists at King's College London made an incredible discovery. They found that people who walk regularly have longer telomeres than those who don't. Now, what are telomeres? Imagine the plastic tips on the ends of your shoelaces. They keep your laces from fraying and falling apart. Telomeres do the same thing for your DNA. But as you age, those telomeres naturally shorten, leading to cell damage, wrinkles, joint pain, and yes, aging. However, studies show that walking helps maintain telomere length, meaning your cells stay healthier for longer. But wait, there's more. Walking doesn't just keep your cells from breaking down. It stimulates your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. Think of them as little engines inside your body that turn food into energy. The more active you are, the stronger your mitochondria become, which helps you stay energetic, reduces fatigue, and even keeps your skin glowing as you age. And here's something truly fascinating. People who walk briskly are often biologically younger than their actual age. A study from the University of Leicester found that regular brisk walkers had an average biological age of up to 16 years younger than those who were inactive. So, if you want to turn back the clock, not just on the outside, but deep inside your body where it matters most, walking should be your daily habit. Your brain stays sharper for longer. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? Or found yourself searching for the right word in a conversation? It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's the good news. Walking is like a natural memory booster for your brain. You see, there's a part of your brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory, learning, and spatial awareness. As we age, the hippocampus naturally shrinks by as much as 1 to 2% per year in older adults. That shrinkage is a major contributor to memory loss and even dementia. But studies show that walking can increase the size of the hippocampus, even in people who have already started to experience memory decline. In one study, older adults who walked 40 minutes 3 times a week had noticeable growth in their hippocampus over a year. Meanwhile, those who were sedentary saw their hippocampus shrink even further. And it's not just about memory. Walking improves mental clarity, problem-solving skills, and creativity. That's why some of the world's greatest minds, from Steve Jobs to Charles Darwin, made walking a daily habit. They knew that walking gets the blood flowing to your brain, supplying it with oxygen and nutrients. But the real kicker? Walking reduces your risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and dementia by up to 40%. That's a staggering statistic, and it means that every step you take is an investment in your brain health. So the next time you feel forgetful or mentally sluggish, don't just sit there and worry about it. Take a walk. Your brain will thank you. Walking can prevent and even reverse certain diseases. Many people believe that disease is just a natural part of aging. You get older and your body starts to break down, right? Wrong. Science tells us that many of the most common diseases can be prevented, slowed down, and even reversed simply by walking. Let's start with heart disease, the #1 cause of death worldwide. Your heart is a muscle, and just like any muscle, it gets stronger with regular use. Walking improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and reduces the risk of heart disease by up to 35%. And here's a surprising fact. Walking can lower your bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise your good cholesterol, HDL, which is key for preventing heart attacks and strokes. A study published in the American Journal of Public Health found that people who walked briskly for at least 30 minutes a day had a 30% lower risk of stroke. Now let's talk about diabetes, a condition that affects millions of older adults. Walking after meals can reduce blood sugar spikes, making it one of the simplest ways to manage or even prevent type 2 diabetes. In fact, a Harvard study found that people who walked regularly cut their diabetes risk in half compared to those who were inactive. But that's not all. Walking has been shown to lower the risk of certain cancers, including breast and colon cancer, improve lung function, reduce the risk of respiratory diseases, boost immune function, and make you less likely to catch colds or infections. And here's something truly amazing. People who walk regularly have a longer lifespan. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that even just 4,000 steps a day can significantly reduce the risk of premature death. So every step you take is literally adding time to your life. Your joints will thank you. One of the biggest complaints I hear from people over 50 is joint pain, especially in the knees, hips, and lower back. And I get it. When your joints hurt, the last thing you want to do is move. But here's the truth. Avoiding movement actually makes joint pain worse over time. Your joints are surrounded by cartilage, which acts as a cushion. But unlike muscles, cartilage doesn't have a direct blood supply. Instead, it gets its nutrients from movement, specifically the movement of synovial fluid inside the joint. Walking stimulates this fluid production, keeping your joints lubricated and reducing stiffness. And it's not just about lubrication. Walking strengthens the muscles around your joints, which provides them with more support. Think of it like this. If you have weak leg muscles, all the pressure of movement falls directly on your knee joint. But if you have strong muscles from regular walking, they absorb some of that impact, protecting your joints. Now, if you have arthritis, you might think walking will make it worse. But the Arthritis Foundation actually recommends walking as one of the best ways to reduce pain and stiffness. Why? Because walking helps to increase circulation to the affected joints, improve flexibility and range of motion, and strengthen the muscles that support your knees, hips, and lower back. But here's an important tip. Walk on softer surfaces like grass or dirt trails instead of concrete whenever possible, and invest in a good pair of walking shoes with proper arch support to reduce stress on your joints. One last thing. Walking reduces inflammation, which is the root cause of most joint pain. Studies show that regular walking can decrease inflammatory markers in the body, leading to less pain and better mobility. So if your joints have been bothering you, don't give up on movement. Embrace it. Start slow, listen to your body, and before you know it, you'll be moving with less pain and more freedom. Walking improves your mood and reduces stress. Let's talk about something just as important as physical health, your mood. Because what good is a strong body if you feel anxious, stressed, or depressed? The truth is, walking is one of the most powerful natural mood boosters out there, and science backs it up. When you walk, your brain releases endorphins and serotonin, which are often called the feel-good chemicals. These chemicals reduce stress, improve your mood, and even help with anxiety and depression. In fact, studies have found that walking for just 30 minutes a day can be as effective as antidepressant medication for some people. But that's not all. Walking also lowers levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that wreaks havoc on your body. High cortisol levels are linked to increased belly fat, higher blood pressure, weaker immune function, and poor sleep. By walking regularly, you naturally keep cortisol in check, which means you'll feel calmer, more in control, and less reactive to stress. And let's not forget about nature's role in all of this. Studies show that walking outdoors, especially in green spaces like parks or forests, has an even greater impact on mental health. There's a term for this in Japan called forest bathing, and it's been proven to lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, improve focus, and boost creativity. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, irritated, or down, don't reach for your phone or turn on the TV, put on your walking shoes and head outside. Your mind will be clearer, your heart will be lighter, and you'll return home feeling like a brand new person. Your sleep will improve dramatically. If you're someone who tosses and turns at night, staring at the ceiling and wondering why sleep seems to get worse with age, you're not alone. Millions of older adults struggle with poor sleep, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early. The good news? Walking can reset your sleep cycle and help you get the deep, restful sleep your body needs. First, walking regulates your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock that tells you when to be awake and when to wind down. When you expose yourself to natural light during your walk, your body gets the signal that it's daytime, helping you feel more alert during the day and more tired at night. Second, walking helps burn off excess energy and tension, which makes it easier to relax when bedtime rolls around. If you've ever felt like your mind is racing the moment you lie down, walking is the perfect way to clear out that mental clutter before bed. And let's not forget, walking reduces stress and anxiety, two of the biggest causes of sleep problems. Research shows that people who walk regularly fall asleep faster, sleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed than those who are sedentary. But here's an important tip. Try to walk earlier in the day rather than late at night. Walking too close to bedtime can actually boost your energy and make it harder to wind down. Instead, aim for a morning or afternoon walk to maximize the sleep benefits. If you're tired of restless nights, start walking daily. Your body will recognize the new rhythm, and before you know it, you'll be sleeping like a baby again. It helps you maintain a healthy weight without strict dieting. As we get older, losing weight and keeping it off can feel like an uphill battle. Our metabolism slows down, muscle mass decreases, and suddenly, the things that used to work don't seem to work anymore. But here's the great news. Walking is one of the most effective, sustainable ways to manage your weight without extreme dieting or exhausting workouts. First, let's talk calories. A brisk walk burns between 200 and 400 calories per hour, depending on your weight and pace. That might not sound like much, but over time, it adds up in a big way. Just walking 30 minutes a day can help you burn an extra 1,000 to 2,000 calories per week, leading to steady, sustainable weight loss. But here's where walking really shines. It helps control hunger hormones. Studies show that regular walking lowers levels of ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry, while increasing levels of peptide YY, the hormone that makes you feel full. And let's not forget about belly fat. Walking, especially at a brisk pace, has been shown to target visceral fat, the deep belly fat linked to heart disease and diabetes. A study from Harvard found that women who walked just 30 minutes a day had significantly less belly fat than those who were sedentary. But the best part? Walking is sustainable. You don't need fancy equipment, expensive gym memberships, or extreme diets. You just need a good pair of shoes and the commitment to take a few more steps each day. So, if you're struggling with weight management, don't overcomplicate things. Start walking daily, be consistent, and you'll see results without the frustration of restrictive diets. It strengthens your bones and reduces the risk of falls. One of the biggest health concerns for older adults is bone loss and falls. As we age, our bones naturally lose density, making them weaker and more prone to fractures. In fact, studies show that after 50, women can lose up to 1% of their bone mass each year, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. But here's the good news. Walking is one of the best ways to maintain strong bones and prevent falls. First, walking is a weight-bearing exercise, which means it stimulates bone growth and prevents bone loss. Research shows that people who walk regularly have higher bone density than those who don't, which means fewer fractures and a lower risk of osteoporosis. But it's not just about bones. Walking also strengthens the muscles that support balance and stability. Falls are a major concern for older adults, often leading to hip fractures, hospital stays, and loss of independence. But walking helps by strengthening leg and core muscles for better balance, improving coordination and reflexes to prevent stumbles, and increasing flexibility and joint mobility. And here's an important tip: walk on uneven surfaces when possible. Walking on trails, grass, or even sand helps improve proprioception, your body's ability to sense where it is in space, which reduces the risk of falls. If you want to stay strong, mobile, and independent for years to come, walking should be a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Walking isn't just exercise, it's medicine for your body and mind. It keeps you young, sharp, strong, and happy, all without the need for expensive programs, extreme diets, or fancy gym equipment. So if you've been looking for the simplest, most effective way to improve your health after 50, look no further. Walking is free, easy, and incredibly powerful. The only question now is, will you take that first step today? And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel for more life-changing tips. Your health is worth it, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way.